Actually, I arrived in Beijing at night, so I didn't see anything. And that morning, the first thing I see is this really luxurious, I think it was a BMW car going this way, and a guy going that way on like one of these like tricycle with like more stuff behind him than I'd ever seen anybody carry. And I was like, oh my God, I'm in China. So I had all these different impressions and kind of was into history of China, like the modern history, etc. So I came to China thinking like, well, probably I know more than the average American, but definitely you don't know China until you come to China, right? So, but I had like a general impression. I met Nevin Dahmer, who was there also. He was booking all the bands. And I was just keeping like looking at the scene, because you know, you can focus on the bands, right? But you also want to see what's the scene around. That tells you something about, is there a community or is there not, etc. Like I'd see Michael walk and all these young musicians would come, and he was almost like a godfather, you know, like taking care of, like shepherding these kids, right? And I was struck like so many of the people there were themselves musicians. They were playing, but they were there either supporting or learning. And so I really got a sense that there was really a community. And I was like struck, like it brought me, like I had a flashback of like myself, pretty much about his age, with a fake ID in my pocket, going to CBGBs. And that's when I started falling in love with the scene, the whole community, the whole CBGBs, the creative side. That was my first impression. I decided to pack up a backpack and go to New Zealand for a year to kind of discover myself. I was a big fan of the movie Easy Rider. You know, you ride around the country, right? Peter Fonda. So I was kind of inspired by that. I bought a big backpack, went to New Zealand, and I ended up milking cows on a farm, picking fruit. So like I get somewhere, get a job, make some money, had some money, take my backpack, travel. No more money left, find a job, pick fruit, make some money. Okay, got money. Take my backpack, travel again, trip, or that experience, adventure. I felt like a man. Yeah, I'm a big believer in the rites of passage. Every old culture has a rite of passage, transition from being a boy to being really a man. Take responsibility. I order a drink, someone hears that I'm not speaking with a Kiwi accent, they go, where are you from? I said, I'm from New York. And they go like, what? You're from New York? And all of a sudden, I'm surrounded by a whole bunch of really cool people who just want to talk and discover where I'm from, teach me about their culture, and buy me free beer. New York taught me something like, when people ask me, like, what music are you into, what music do you like, I always answer, I only know two types of music. Good music and bad music. I'm into the good music. And that's because New York has so much music. I happened to be in New York, like not when hip hop was born, because I was probably in the late 70s, but when it really started gelling and break dancing, you would see a little everywhere. And so I love East Coast hip hop. That's the great thing about New York. There's just so much, and it's so high quality. Even the music you'll hear in the subway is incredible sometimes. You know, people stop and go, wow. I said, yeah, that's New York. So to me, this is like, I call it Yaogun. I know Yaogun means rock and roll in Chinese, but to me it is Chinese rock, and it's different than rock. It's like and you can see rock as a book, with different chapters, right? Heavy metal, punk, grunge. Well, Yaogun is a new chapter. Now, I want people to know about that chapter. And I think it would give people a different perception of China, of Chinese people. Okay, one of my favorite festival, Midi Festival, right? So Midi Festival is a place where you've got 20, 30,000, mostly young kids, not just young, you'll see little children, you'll see older parents, etc., but mostly kids in their 20s. They dress the way they want. They hang out. Notice, there's never any problem at any festival. It's very hard to get the permissions and all that for a festival. Nothing ever happens wrong at a festival. You know, metal was a way, I always called metal like friendly violence, right? You'd go see like a band like Nuclear Assault. And people be in the mosh pit. And that'd be a pretty hard mosh pit. And no matter, someone would end up on the ground. Guys around them would stop, pick the guy up. Yo, all right, okay, yeah, okay. Boom, 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 boom. You had to get that aggressivity out because shit was wrong, right? But it was productive, it was constructive, but you had to let it out, you know. There was a violent side to it, but it wasn't mean. It was really just like, come on, let's all go there and let out this energy. Kind of like, so we can face the next day, you know. That was like the 80s. I'm a doper because I've had the privilege to hang around and work with the best dopers in the world. And they happen to be in Beijing. That's why I'm a doper. I'm Eric Bordeaux de Fontenay.